don't click away. No, we haven't sold out. Look, I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, it's another Fortnite review. But look, we've got some stuff that maybe you haven't listened to before. We're definitely not doing this for traffic and attention. No, that's not our style.
Wait, I thought that was the whole...
So, here is our review of arguably the most popular game to ever be made, where customization and paywalls litter a landscape that most 13-year-olds have tattooed on their back. Fortnite is a case study in extreme marketing shifts. Upon the initial release of the game way back when, on the 25th of July 2017, the game was completely different to what it has evolved into today. The company known for the gritty AAA franchise contender of the last decade, Epic Games, has tried their hand on another squad-based title, but this time with an injection of the My Little Pony colour palette.
I mean, when we say this shit was f***ing drastic, I mean absolutely f***ing drastic. I've gone from crying over Maria in Gears of War 2 to wondering where the f*** John got acid and why it's in my cereal.
The object of the original incarnation of Fortnite was to buddy up with friends or strangers to fight the Storm. Now, what is the Storm? Who knows? Why are these zombies like low-rent Locust knockoffs trying to give us Baby's First Horde mode experience? Who cares? But the variety of modes offered just enough gameplay to keep you entertained for at least the first 30 hours. Between building your home base, gathering resources, and upgrading your survivors and weapons to enable you to take on bigger, badder opponents from the unnamed Nexus tornado of fuckery.
When we first got the game, it was a good laugh building forts and using the trap mechanics that were advertised. As you guys know, we love a good team game like Pro Clubs or The Division, so like another shooter with the added curveball of mechanics of an entirely customisable world was a big selling point for us.
Yep, a selling point. We all paid £49 for the Save the World version of the game.
49 smackaroos of our hard-earned cash, and then oh look, PUBG's getting super popular. That looks like a knockoff's DayZ. But that barrel looks...
Fortnite copied it. So I guess that's the question. Do you think PUBG was the original, or do you think Fortnite was different?
No, Fortnite copied it. And what makes it worse, they were giving away the game for free.
So you know what I said about a masterclass in extreme marketing shifts? Well, here's how Epic Games did it. The original version of Fortnite had got itself a core group of players willing to put in the grind to get further into the story, reminiscent of the old days of vanilla WoW. But were Epic Games satisfied? No chance. The Save the World game mode had taken Epic Games a colossal 6 years to develop, and they had seen little return on that lengthy time outlay.
So some smart ass probably just turned up to work and then earn themselves far more money than either of us will ever earn in a lifetime, comes up with this amazing idea to nick someone else's idea, mainly PUBG.
And thus, in the space of a mere 2 months of development, the current incarnation of Fortnite was born.
I mean, it was fun to begin with, like a real novelty, especially on top of the game that we'd already bought. And it was far more accessible to the common gamer than PUBG was.
And you see, that's the masterstroke. Fortnite had managed to completely undercut PUBG by releasing the update for free on both Xbox and PlayStation, immediately grabbing the casual gamer demographic, whilst PUBG doubled down on the hardcore elite PC master race, looking for those sweet 6,234,123.4 FPS at any cost. But it hasn't taken the industry long to make notes and put into practice the lessons learned from Fortnite. As quickly as Fortnite copied PUBG and PUBG emulated DayZ, which reproduced H1Z1 that took a great deal of inspiration from Rust, now we've got Battle Royales in Battlefield 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and most interestingly of all, Apex Legends. The development team behind Titanfall Respawn Development have now cheat-sheeted Fortnite's masterclass by offering their new Battle Royale game mode for free on all platforms. See my use of verbs there? Synonyms. These games are all variants, but essentially the same thing, like different flavours of ice cream. Battle Royales have made a cool $2 billion in 2018, and that's set to become $20 billion in 2019. What does that tell us? Free-to-play, paywall-ridden, and unoriginal ideas are big, big business in the 21st century. I mean, who'd want to pay £50 for a complete game with no add-ons or in-game purchases?
I've got to interject here, Sam, because this is where I get the issue. These paywalls. Yeah, you're right, they made the game free, but you think the Epic Games are a registered charity? Hell no. We live in a time where EA completely disregard the quality of their games and pump it out every year and get billions of pounds in Ultimate Team and whatever the Madden one is, I don't even know. And we're stupid enough to buy the game every year, and then they just offer like kits and stadiums and yeah, the players, but they're just digital things, and we still pay hundreds of pounds every year. That's exactly what Epic Games are doing. They're doing the massive paywall. And I tell you what, their idea of V-Bucks is absolutely ridiculous. 500 to 2,000 for a new skin. Want a cool pickaxe? 5,000. Want a new glider? $1 million. Want a new packet? Absolutely not. Absolutely ridiculous. And then they've got the battle pass that they throw in, and you can earn V-Bucks in the original game that we have. But you've got to pay another 40 quid for that. It's just so terrible. The selfish...
Rob, this is a family channel.
I think it's just not cricket.
He's right though. This game is riddled with additional content stuck behind paywalls. So much so that there have been court cases where kids have used parents' credit cards to buy everything they can, and when the monthly bills arrive from lovable old Bill the postman, Daddy goes into cardiac arrest. Though it must be said that the increased customizability is something to really be applauded with this game. We both hope this doesn't become the trend in the future. I specifically remember a time where you'd unlock characters or new weapons in games by actually being skilled at the game. For instance, do you remember Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and its golden gun skins? Only attainable through completing headshot and kill challenges for every gun in that class. Anyway, so what about the gameplay for this? Well, we've already touched on the Save the World version and briefly on the Battle Royale. So the popular Battle Royale mode is popular because it's so difficult to get that sweet, sweet chicken dinner and the accompanying W. It's addictive. You'll find yourself playing just one more game in an attempt to validate yourself as the pro gamer that you obviously are, am I right?
You can go solo, unchannel your inner wolf like I do, or, like Sam, you can get piggybacked all the way to the end and get a victory while my shoulders are crippled and I'm going to go and have to see a doctor.
You've just got a different play style. And that's the beauty of the game mode. You can go full-on aggression and take the initiative, instigate the firefights where frankly you could just let them walk on by, or at the other extreme you can stealth your way to a victory using positioning and the element of surprise to rack up those sweet dubs. I tell you, Halo 3 used to get a lot of criticism for the theory that whoever shot first would usually win. And to this day, I still believe that this is more true of Fortnite than it was Halo 3.
Recently, though, to appeal to even more walking, talking cash machines to deposit their
family channel.
I know it's a family channel. Anyway, 13-year-olds who may have dexterity challenges, Epic Games have come up with the funky idea of a 20v20 deathmatch mode. That's original. And as well as that, they've got the creative mode, as well as just going around the racetracks and messing around with your friends.
Drop a comment below and tell us what your favourite game mode is. In my opinion, the 20 vs 20 team deathmatches are a perfect way for those that struggle in Battle Royale to get more familiar with the game's mechanics in a far, far less punishing arena. Instead of the YOLO nature employed in Battle Royale, 20 vs 20 allows you to respawn as often as you see fit. And you don't lose your guns.
So you've been holding out against the hype because you're a little indie and pretentious. There's a neat little way for you to join the crowd without having to stress your perfectly groomed hair.
So in conclusion, I guess it's easy to see why the game has been successful. It's packed full of colour and character and has attempted to position itself so it has a little bit on offer to everyone. Okay, there are those ardent haters of the game, and they will remain the uninitiated. But it's safe to say that this will become a case study taught in marketing modules in the future. Making the game free to play was a masterstroke and served as bait to entice interested parties to give it a whirl and see what all the hype is about.
But as much as the customizing and the colour and the difficulty curves are all positives of the game, we can't help but lament the signal that this sends out to the wider industry. £50 for the game is a lot of money for most people, and it's disingenuous to be offered a free game with everything locked behind a paywall. Okay, it's not as bad as EA's gambling for kids Ultimate Team packs, but it's setting a horrible precedent.
And as much as we've both enjoyed playing the game, it does get frustrating when the first 10 minutes of every match you're frantically looking around for decent guns only to have a shotgun rammed into your back and it all be over in the pull of a trigger.
Fatality.
The 20 versus 20 mode is a real breath of fresh air and something worth applauding. Now that's not to say that the game doesn't satisfy and that we can't see why it has the appeal. The appeal is plain, really, for all to see. So we're giving this game 4 wubs and a dub out of 5.
But, see that little asterisk? That's a catch. And the catch is, please don't let this be the status quo of video games from now on. Gaming's a hobby that should be rewarded skill, not give you everything at a price.
That's our take on it. We're sure there's going to be lots of different opinions. So why don't you let us know? Drop a comment below.
And if you enjoyed our review of Fortnite, why not go and watch some of our past live streams or another review?
Otherwise, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be sure not to miss any of our live streams or uploads in the future. Again, thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Let's cut to the chase. Have you ever considered fighting the forces of evil? Because we really need a commander, and I think you've got what it takes. Don't listen to him. You're going to be amazing.